I made a shocking discovery today when I was hanging out over at MEUK's Discord server.
Are we gonna keep on fighting? Are we gonna keep on dividing? Are we gonna keep on fighting? Are we gonna keep on dividing? Well, are we gonna keep on fighting? Are we gonna keep on dividing? Are we gonna keep on fighting? Are we gonna keep on dividing? Well, did you hear what I said? It's all about
assurance. All right.
And that, you may not want to have a bunch of people debating him at once, which is fine if that's what this.
Move forward with the show.
I gave him one last chance. I tagged him. He's in the server. I don't see what the problem is. I will shut up, dude.
Yeah. Sorry, before. So I just need to clarify, Dr. Science, when you say move on, are we moving on in a forward line or a straight line?
Flat and level line. Like what the word level means?
Please define. Can you define level? Because I feel very bendy at the moment.
Oh my God! Now he's telling me get them all muted and then I'll join. I want to see them all muted.
All right. Everybody mute. Everybody mute. Everybody please mute.
My God.
Put yourself on mute, guys. Everybody.
Well, fucking idiot.
As a matter of fact, Gio, can you put everybody on server mute, please? Just to, just to kind of give that assurance. All right. Everybody's muted. You can join us, Fight the Flat Earth. We're here. Nobody will jump in. It will just be me, you, and Bev. The format will still remain. The objections and 45 seconds speaking time will remain. If anybody wants to say anything.
Oh my God. He just said Al Baba isn't muted.
All right, I'll mute Al Baba.
Oh my God.
Thank you very much. Okay, from this point forward, nobody's allowed to open their mics. Everybody stay muted.
Everyone muted?
Everybody's muted, Craig.
Right.
All
Honestly, right. It makes absolutely, I just got to say, it makes no sense that if it's a one-on-one debate, then it should just be the people in the room.
Yeah.
Right. I was challenged to a one-on-one debate, not to a debate with a bunch of people in the room. And if you want your YouTube channel to be successful, you should be kicking them out of the Discord and making them go and watch the YouTube. All right?
Yeah. But this is the way our show always runs. It will continue to run this way. So I mean, it's not. Yeah, it's no slight to you.
I was challenged to a one-on-one. All right,
and it will happen.
A room with that looks like about 23, 24 people is not 1v1. All right. So let's do this. Go on, Bev, spout your fucking nonsense.
All right, but before you begin, you know the rules, right? To this, objections and.
But again, whatever with the objections, just get on with it. The debates don't have objections, but whatever.
Right, the rules will be honored in this debate. That's what I'm trying to let you know.
Whatever. Debates don't have objections, but whatever.
All right.
You shouldn't call it a debate if it's got objections in it. That's not how debates work.
But that's this format, so it's going to be followed.
Well, it's not a debate then, is it?
It will be followed in this format. You're joining the
whatever.
Okay?
But I'm just saying that it's not a debate if there's objections.
Well, it doesn't matter. Yeah, it doesn't matter what you think a debate is. This format will be adhered to. So I'm just letting you know.
Yeah, whatever. But I'm just telling you that it's not a debate if there's objections. So you can call this what you want, but if there's objections, it isn't a debate.
Fine, that's fine. Let's get moving forward then, so we can begin this. All right, go ahead, Bev. I guess Fight the Flat Earth is allowing you to go first. So go ahead and go into your introduction, I guess, and speak of what you want to talk about, the topic. You guys have one topic, I guess, that you are referring to?
Yeah, he's got this pointless phrase that he keeps saying.
All right, so we're going to allow at least Bev try thinking to at least get through what he wants to explain, and then you get a rebuttal.
Yeah.
All right, go ahead, Bev.
Okay. Thanks for coming. I really didn't think you'd come, so thank you for appearing here.
Well, I'm happy to do it. I'm happy to do it.
Sure.
No, I was just saying I was happy to do it. That was all. I was saying thank you for that.
Okay. Go ahead.
Thanks for coming. This is going to be a debate on the straight line and level That's agreed by you. So, I'm just going to let everybody know now that's listening. Level, just dictionary. Go to a dictionary and read the description of it for yourself. And I'll say, level is a straight line on a horizontal plane. All straight lines. Level. Flat line. That's it. Just the word level. Take the ball out of your head and then you explain to me, please, if you agree or not on the statement. Level is a straight line on a horizontal plane.
Okay, can I respond?
Yeah, go on.
In standard Euclidean geometry, in the 2D sense, yes, level is a straight line, but there is such a thing as non-Euclidean geometry. And in Euclidean geometry, the fifth postulate states that all parallel lines don't intersect. However, if you talk about the fifth postulate in the sense of non-Euclidean geometry, you can replace it with simple things like the internal angles of a triangle must always add up to more than 180. And parallel lines do intersect because they can be parallel at the equator, but then once they get to the poles, they intersect. Those lines are still straight because they are a straight line around the globe. In non-Euclidean geometry, straight lines can curve. It is how you calculate things on a curve, on a sphere. There is many different types of non-Euclidean geometry, hyperbolic. There's lots of different ways to calculate things.
Objection.
Objection on the table. Go ahead. You have 45 seconds.
We are discussing level. The word level. Not a globe or a curve. Just the word level for starters.
Okay.
There's no need for you to mess about with non-Euclidean geometry.
Objection.
You have to wait till
Level.
his 45 seconds are done. Fight the flat earth.
Okay.
I yield.
You yield your time?
Right.
Okay, go ahead.
Yeah.
Right. Yes, we can talk about non-Euclidean geometry because to say something like level is a straight line on the horizontal plane, which is just a nonsensical bunch of words, means absolutely nothing. Because level can mean, for instance, having no point higher than the other. So if we're talking about a globe, if you have 2 points on the globe that are, say, 10 meters above that globe, no matter how far apart they are, the line that connects them will be curved, and that line will be level to the surface of the globe. So you can try and interrupt me and say we don't need to talk about non-Euclidean geometry, but your whole premise, your whole argument is based on denying that non-Euclidean geometry actually exists.
My argument is stating a fact that level is a straight line on a horizontal plane.
No, that's just a nonsensical bunch of words that means nothing. Because
have a look at the dictionary. Just
have a look at the
glance.
dictionary for non-Euclidean geometry, and then it tells you that level can be a curved line. Because straight lines can be curved
No, it
in
doesn't.
the concept
No,
of
straight lines
non-Euclidean
cannot
geometry.
be curved. Don't be ridiculous.
Yes, they can.
Oh.
Well, so you're wait. So are you saying non-Euclidean geometry isn't a thing?
No, I'm saying.
Oh, so wait. So is
you
non-Euclidean
throwing out all of the
I want a yes or
axioms of
I want
the Euclidean geometry?
the
in
fifth
your
postulate doesn't stand true
non-Euclid-
outside of two-dimensional shapes. All right, answer me this one question. Try thinking: is non-Euclidean geometry a thing? Yes or no?
Is it a thing?
Yes. Does it exist? Is it a branch of mathematics?
It is a branch of mathematics. Yes.
Well, then level can be curved.
Does it
The straight line
exist?
can be curved. Yes.
What does that mean? In a mathematical sense, yeah, I guess it can exist.
Well, there we go then. In a
Lots of
mathematical
things
sense,
can.
a straight line can be curved. End of discussion.
No.
Right.
No,
What you're
no,
doing
no.
is basically just trying to say I am not allowed to calculate things on a sphere. But to do that,
no, I'm
we have
saying
to use
look at
to do that, we have to use non-Euclidean geometry. And that includes taking the fifth postulate and throwing it out the fucking window because it doesn't stand true when you're trying to calculate 3D things. Yes, within 2D geometry. Within 2D geometry, the fifth postulate absolutely stands true, but it doesn't stand true when you're trying to do anything outside of 2 dimensions. So if you want to calculate something on a sphere, you need to take that fifth postulate and throw it out the window and replace it with things like parallel lines can intersect, the internal angles of a triangle can equal more than 180, straight lines can curve, level can be curved, because level means a height above a certain object. And if 2 heights above a globe are 10 meters above that height, no matter how far apart they are, that line that is connected is straight and level to the ground underneath it. So for you to say that level is a straight line on the horizontal plane, which is just a mishmash of random words which doesn't mean anything, is just denying that non-Euclidean geometry actually exists. Yes, absolutely. It's a nonsensical phrase that means absolutely nothing.
Go on, then. Level
They
is a
make perfect
straight
sense
line
when you
on
put
a...
them together. They mean absolutely nothing.
Do you know what horizontal is?
Yes.
Right. Do you know what a
I don't
plane is?
think you do.
You don't think I know what horizontal is?
No. I really don't think you understand that we actually can calculate things in a non-Euclidean sense.
Calculate?
Your whole argument is semantics and pointlessness. You're just saying we're not on a globe because Euclidean geometry has a fifth postulate, which I'm going to stand true to. That's fucking ridiculous, okay? Non-Euclidean geometry exists so that we can actually calculate things on a globe, on spheres, outside of a 2-dimensional universe, okay? So just to say that straight lines can't curve, therefore the Earth is flat, is fucking stupid.
Because curve ball has to
Yes.
must.
Yeah. If we are on a curve, if we are on a ball, then yes,
we are. Why were you talking about? Let's just take the word level.
Yeah, and level can mean with respect to a certain height, as I've explained to you. If you have,
it can. Yeah.
Right. Okay. So so I've got a point that's
I'm level with the floor.
I've got a point that's 500 foot above sea level in New York, and I've got a point in London that is 500 foot above sea level. Assuming that we are on a globe, those 500 foot points, because I'm trying to explain to you. No, don't interrupt me when I'm talking. Let me explain to you.
Don't interrupt you when I'm talking. We're debating.
Right.
You can object whenever you want, can't you?
No, objections aren't in debates. Are we debating or not? Because if we are, then
did you object then, or not? Are you just
right? But anyway, so assuming that we are on a globe, okay, and you have a point that is 500 foot.
Meaning anything?
No, you don't have to assume anything. But listen to the point. If we are on a globe and we take a point that is 500 meters above sea level in New York and a point that is 500 meters above sea level in London, and connect those 2 points, the line will be curved and it will be level with the surface of the Earth.
Level doesn't curve.
Well, in non-Euclidean geometry, it most certainly does.
Level. It doesn't.
So are you saying that non-Euclidean geometry doesn't exist?
No, like I didn't say it's a mathematical concept. It doesn't actually exist. No, it's a mathematical concept.
So are you saying 3D objects don't exist?
What?
Are 3D objects also a mathematical concept?
That was a bit of a leap, wasn't it?
Are 3D objects a mathematical concept?
The mathematical concept of 3D objects?
No. Simple question: yes or no?
3D object
is a 3D object in my hand right now. I am holding a globe.
I haven't got a clue. I can't see you.
I'm telling you. You don't have to look. I just told you. Just use the small IQ that you have and just listen. All right. In my hand, I am holding a globe. Now, is that a mathematical concept, or is it a 3-dimensional object in my hand?
If you're holding it, it's a three-dimensional object. If you're holding,
okay. And what kind of maths would I use to calculate distances and angles on that?
I don't know.
You don't know? No, that
ridiculous thing. Because you calculate distances on that little thing that you've got?
Well, I could calculate distances on this thing that I have. Yes.
Could you? Could you really?
You can calculate distances on anything using maths.
Around that level.
So your argument
does the horizontal curve then with the level?
Sorry?
Does the horizontal curve with the level?
Does the horizontal curve with the level? That sentence doesn't make any sense.
Well, level is a straight line on a horizontal plane.
No, it's not.
And you saying that the level will
level
curve
is,
around
level
the ball
is with respect to a height. That's what level means.
with
That
respect
stands true
to a
for both
height.
Euclidean geometry and non-Euclidean geometry.
Can
If
you
you have-
can you explain that with respect to a height? Can you
Yes,
expand on that?
I've
for a
already,
bit,
I've already
Simon?
explained it to you. If you
No,
have
you haven't.
if you have two ends that are a certain height above something, then the connecting line is level to whatever is below it. So
Yeah,
if
2
you have a
points.
flat plane with 2 points that are with respect to a height, say 5 meters, on the flat plane, that line will not curve. However, if you have a globe or a cone or any kind of 3D curved based object, then level with respect to that will include a curved line.
2 points.
Yes.
Drawing a straight line between 2 points
Yes.
over a curve will
In
give you a
non-Euclidean
curved
geometry, a
straight
straight
line.
line can curve. Yes. What do you think the
That-
equator
do
is?
you
around a
realise
globe?
how
That's a
ridiculous
straight
you
line.
sound when
No,
you say that?
I am
Do you
literally
not
showing-
realise it?
No, not at all, because I understand that maths. I'm literally showing the people on my screen right now a straight line that is also curved.
Really?
I'm literally showing that to the people right
wow.
now.
Can you put
Right.
it in the FE Initiative voice chat as well, if you can?
Well, you could just go to my YouTube channel right now and look. Because you're live on there right now, Bev.
Oh, brilliant! Cool.
Yeah. To 634 people. Wow. thank you,
Wow!
guys.
Did they all just hear you say that straight lines bend?
Straight lines curve, yes.
You're proudly
Yeah.
saying that.
Absolutely, because I understand that non-Euclidean geometry is a branch of mathematics that we use in reality.
Have you read The Elements?
Have I read what?
The Elements.
The Elements.
Yes,
Remind me what that is?
that's Euclid's book.
Right. Well, I've certainly read references to it while studying maths.
Okay.
Right. And
in
I
the
understand
beginning-
that I understand that Euclid had his 5 postulates, right? And his
Euclid.
5th postulate. Sorry, Euclid. I actually started then and spat all over my microphone. I apologize. Euclid had his 5 postulates. I understand that. And his 5th postulate was that, parallel lines will never intersect. And that was a very important part of what his postulates were. And you know what? It absolutely stands true when you're calculating stuff on a 2-dimensional plane. But it doesn't work, because if you were to put a curved triangle onto a sphere, so you take a triangle and
that would be a triangle with angles greater than 180 degrees. wouldn't it?
Exactly.
Right.
Yeah, exactly. And
how
that
many
would
of
go-
them? How many of
and
them
that
do you
would
know?
go- That would go. Well, pilots use it all the time when they're calculating
Do they?
routes.
Really?
Yeah, Wolfie to 6020 did it perfectly when he was.
What about kids at school? What about everybody else that's listening? How much do you reckon they've dealt with triangles that have angles, internal angles larger
I
than
imagine as soon as they
degrees?
as soon as they get to year 7, so primary, the end of primary school, beginning of senior school, you start actually calculating those things. I mean, I don't know
Really?
what level of maths that you studied. I was in the higher classes, and I certainly studied
Would that
non-Euclidean
be
geometry,
trigonometry?
everything like that.
Not
Yes.
non-Euclidean geometry you did at high school?
Yeah. Didn't you?
Oh, no. Of course not.
Oh.
Euclidean
I mean,
geometry is the one that everybody knows.
Yeah, well, everyone knows non-Euclidean geometry as well, because everyone knows that non-Euclidean geometry is a branch
You
of
have not
that
got
exists.
a clue.
So are you saying that non-Euclidean geometry doesn't exist? Are you saying
No,
that it's
I'm
not?
not.
a
I'm
legitimate
definitely not
branch of
saying
math-
that.
So is it a legitimate
I-
branch of mathematics?
I
Yes or
would
no?
like to go back
No,
to
yes
the
or no?
straight
Yes or
line.
no? Yes or no? Is
It's
non-Euclidean
legitimate.
geometry
No, it's
a legitimate
it's
branch
a
of mathematics?
mathematical concept, so they can
No, I
get
want
around the
yes.
5th postulate.
Bev, this is a yes or no question.
It's
Is
not
non-Euclidean geometry a legitimate
It's
branch of
a
mathematics?
legitimate branch of mathematics. What do you mean
Yes.
by legitimate? What?
As in
Go
a
on.
real branch of mathematics that people can use to calculate things.
Calculate what? What do people calculate with non-Euclidean geometry?
Anything with a curve, dude.
Nope.
See, you're just talking about semantics and being obstinate about facts.
They need it for orbits.
They don't. Well, orbits.
in that
of course, you would
fantastic
calculate
place
orbits
out there,
using
but
that.
we're not dealing with that at the minute. We are dealing with level
Yeah,
on a
and I've
straight
already
line.
dealt with that. Level can
No,
mean
you
with respect
haven't
to a
dealt with
height.
it. I'm going to
Yeah,
go back to it in another minute.
Done.
I'm
done,
going to
sorry.
go back to the
No,
straight line.
no. I'm moving on now because I'm dealt with that.
Objection.
Objection on the table. Go ahead. 45 seconds.
In Euclid's book, when they explain the axioms or the postulates that your man keeps talking about, they have to describe it as a basic thing. So they don't need to use the real world. They can describe everything by the laws of the axioms that everything governed by. So in that, I've put it in the live chat if anybody wants to look. In explaining how they come around that, they talk about logic. Now, in logic, they talk about things that are so intrinsic to themselves that they can't be described by anything. So they say in arithmetic,
Open to the floor.
that's a 0, like 1.
Objection.
Objection on the table. Go ahead.
Nothing he said made any points about anything. The fact is that you do learn non-Euclidean geometry at school. In fact, there's a bunch of people in my chat saying that they left school at year 11, and by then they'd already learned both Euclidean and non-Euclidean geometry. It is a thing that you use to calculate stuff. Whether you think the Earth is a globe or not, 3D objects exist, and the ability to calculate distances and angles and everything on them also exist. So just saying that I'm sticking to this one particular dictionary definition of level is disingenuous, arrogant, and really fucking ignorant of actual reality. Because actual reality will show you clearly that the Earth is curved.
Open to the floor.
Okay, and all right, so
Back to
answer
the
me this, try
straight
thinking.
line.
Answer me this, try thinking. Answer me this, try thinking.
Fundamental truth.
Answer me this, try. Oh, answer me this, try
Doesn't
thinking.
need explaining because it describes
Answer me this, try thinking.
itself.
I'm asking you a question.
the
I'm asking you a
basic
question.
of
Try thinking. I'm asking you a
geometry.
question. Try thinking. I'm asking you a question. Okay. So the 4-kilometer arms of the LIGO apparatus, are they level with the surface of the Earth?
Where are they?
That's irrelevant. Are they level
they?
with the surface of the Earth?
Where are they?
I'm asking you a question. Don't answer my question with a question. The
I
four.
don't know. What are you talking about?
LIGO apparatus.
You're asking me something. Is it level with something? And I'm asking you, where is it?
Go and Google where the LIGO apparatus is. All right. Do you know what LIGO is?
I'm wondering why you're trying to tell me whether something's level with something else
Because
by giving
I'm
me
trying
zero
to,
information about it.
Right. Okay. So I'm sorry. I assumed you would know what the LIGO apparatus is. So you don't know what LIGO is. Can I just take that as an assumption?
Yeah, take it that I haven't got a clue. Explain to everybody
Right.
what you're talking about.
LIGO is basically a humongous interferometer that was created to detect very minute changes in gravitational acceleration.
What was that?
Interferometer.
What's that?
Yeah, an interferometer. Michelson Morley used it in the famous Michelson Morley experiment.
Is it anything to do with level or straight lines?
My point that I'm getting to is yes, because those 4-kilometer arms, all right, they have to be perfectly laser straight with no curves to it. They have to adhere to non-Euclidean geometry, all right?
Okay.
Because they have to measure the time that light takes to go back and forwards along the 4-kilometer arms.
Laser straight with no curves.
Yeah. Okay. So my point here is that those 4-kilometer arms are, they've got no curve in them at all. Now, at the base where they start, it's on the ground, okay? But at the end of the 4-kilometer arms of the LIGO apparatus, they're a meter off of the ground. All right? Now, the lasers are going 100% completely straight, and yet they aren't completely level with the ground.
Is the ground not level?
Well, why do you think that on the end of each of the 4-kilometer arms, there is 1 meter on each of them? And when you take that distance and you put it into something like the curve calculator,
like 1 meter,
it shows you that is the hidden drop that you should have. Yeah. So how do you define level and straight there when the the
But
arms of the
apparatuses
LIGO
are all level and straight. You just said that there was no curve
Yeah,
in
okay.
them.
So why is it? So if it's level and straight, why is it not level and straight to the ground the whole way?
Because perhaps the ground was like. Is it? Are you saying you think the ground's always straight and level?
No, there is absolutely contours on the ground, but this is constructed in a particular way. And when the fact is, when
I
you
don't
put
understand
the,
what
when
you're
you
trying to get at. Are you trying to tell me that the ground
is it
wasn't level?
Is it level? No, I'm trying to ask you: is it level with the ground?
Well, obviously not, because you just said it's got like it needed a
But it's
meter. So
completely
then
straight.
no, it
so
wasn't
that,
level
that
with the
shows
ground.
that the ground's curving.
No.
Yeah, it's almost like there's a
No,
curve
that
for
bit
some
of ground
fucking
could have
reason,
been
but it's the
curvy.
same on each of the 4 kilometer arms.
Okay,
Oh
so
my God,
level
mind
is
blown.
level is a straight line then. Yeah.
So is it
We're
level
going to
with the
agree
ground?
that level's a straight line on like
in
dead straight.
Euclidean geometry,
No curve.
yes. In Euclidean geometry, yes. Now,
Right,
if they
okay.
wanted those arms to be level with the ground, they would curve.
Sorry.
And they would be level with the
Sorry,
ground.
no. So can you just go over that again? So we've just gone over that level
If
was
they wanted
straight.
it, I'll go over it again. If they
Go on,
wanted those 4 kilometer arms to be level with the ground, then they would curve.
Really?
Yeah. Amazing,
Because
isn't it? Amazing to stay
wanted-
level to something. You have to have a respect with the height, and if
that's
the
not-
height is curving, then you stay level to that.
No,
Oh my
no,
God.
no.
Mind blown.
There's no curve.
Hey, how about this, Bev?
If
How about
you're
this, Bev?
level
You show
with
me some-
respect
No,
to something,
Bev,
then
how
you
about
are
this, Bev?
level.
Bev,
on
how
a
about this, Bev?
horizontal
You
plane.
show me some evidence that the Earth is flat, because I've never
What?
seen any.
No.
I've never, ever seen any evidence that the Earth is flat.
and
Yeah, we've done that. I've proved that you're wrong.
line.
So we're
No, you
moving on.
haven't. No.
Absolutely
no,
have.
You can't just go moving on. Straight
Yeah, I proved
lines
that you're
are
wrong because non-Euclidean
intrinsically
geometry
straight. They define
Not-
themselves.
and straight can curve in non-Euclidean geometry.
No. As soon as that straight line curves, it stops being a straight line.
Not in non-Euclidean geometry. How do pilots calculate a great circle route?
Oh, do you understand the axioms? Or can you show me
Yes,
the
you
axioms
clearly don't
for
understand that the axioms can actually change when relating to a 3D object. That's why the fifth postulate doesn't stand true.
Show me the new axioms then, please.
Yeah, the ones that exist in non-Euclidean geometry, like the fact that a triangle will have the internal angles equal more than 180, and the parallel lines will intersect.
That's not an axiom, is it?
So anyway, we're going to move on because I've proved you
Throw
wrong
out
about your
the
level
axioms
nonsense.
of Euclidean geometry that everybody knows.
So are
Can
you
you
going
read
to actually answer my
tables?
questions?
No, I'm waiting for you.
Well, I've asked you questions.
What have you asked me? I've answered them.
I've asked you for some evidence that the Earth is flat.
Oh, I'm going through it now. Level. Do you understand?
that's not evidence that
Level
the Earth is
is
flat.
a straight
No. That's not
line
evidence that the Earth is flat.
on
Just saying the
a
word level
horizontal
is not.
plane.
No. Do you understand? Do you understand what positive evidence is?
Like level is
No, that's
straight
not. No,
line. No,
just
this is-
your
this debate
misunderstanding
we're
of
in
the word
here.
level is not proof of anything. Can you please show me some positive evidence for the Earth is flat? I know. How about you point me to some scientific peer-reviewed papers that show that the Earth is flat? How about you show me? How about you tell me
level-
one scientific any experiment ever that shows the Earth is flat? How about you show me a picture of the flat Earth?
Objection.
Wait. How about
Objection
you
on the
explain
table.
how
Objection
things
on the
go
table. Go ahead, 45 seconds.
Here's a good one. I would like you to tell me why me teaching my son that level
Oh yeah, no worries.
is a
Hang on.
straight line on a horizontal plane is child abuse. That would
Right,
be
no
a
worries. I
great
can
one
fucking
for
do
you to
that.
teach me that.
Absolutely, 100%.
Hang on 1 second. Did you yield the floor, Bev, or not?
No, I did not.
He asked me a question.
Yeah, I know, but he has to yield the
Yeah,
floor
go
to you. Did you yield or not?
It's been 45 seconds now.
Well, but you just interrupted half of it, didn't you?
Right.
Never mind. So yeah, here's why.
Hang
you
on,
are,
fight the flat Earth. I know you want to interject, but it's
Yeah, you're okay, Dr. Science. Let him round.
Okay.
all right.
So here's why I say that what you're doing is harmful to your child. Because frankly, teaching a child anything about the flat Earth doctrine is ruining their mind. Because to believe the Earth is flat or that any of the fucking flat Earth nonsense is true is making them understand that everybody in the world has to be lying to them. Every fucking person, every scientist, every engineer, every pilot, every boat captain, every cartographer, every fucking person that has ever accidentally sailed near the ice wall, every one of the apparently over 30,000 people that would have to man the ships that would patrol the ice wall, and also the over 300,000 people that work for space agencies all around the world, all of them are going to have to be lying to you. And then pretty much anyone of any importance in any government, anyone who understands physics, every teacher, they all have to be lying to you. And to put that kind of thoughts into your child's head that the whole world is lying to them will damage them for the rest of their fucking life. So yes, absolutely 100%. Teaching children any of the flat earth doctrine is psychological child abuse, and I will 100% call you out for fucking doing that.
Horizontal.
No, that's a bunch of words
plane.
and fucking nothing. How about you show me some evidence that the earth is flat instead of just your misunderstanding of words?
How about you have a look at the meaning of the word level in any
Yeah, I've
dictionary?
done that with respect to a height. I've gone through.
With respect to a height, that's not in every description, is it? I mean, really?
It's a description, though.
Oh, it's just a description. Do you want to show us which?
That's because there's multiple descriptions. That's because there's multiple descriptions of things. And you are doing what every flat earther does. You're cherry picking one particular meaning or misunderstanding of a word.
You show me somewhere.
Objection on the table.
All right.
Go ahead. 45 seconds.
You're doing what every flat earther does, and that is cherry picking particular meanings and words and sticking to them like so religiously that it actually blinds you to the facts of anything else that is going on. You are literally denying that we can calculate shapes. Calculate distances and angles on curved shapes. You're saying no. The fifth postulate of non-Euclidean geometry has to stand absolutely firm, and we will never ignore it. So therefore, we cannot calculate angles of stuff on a sphere, etc., etc. What you're doing is just disingenuous nonsense. So I'm going to ask you again. Give me some positive evidence for the flat Earth that is not you just saying level is on a horizontal plane or something. Actual evidence.
Open to the
yield
floor.
my time.
Okay.
Yeah, I yield.
Go back to Euclid's, should we? Go back to the axioms of Euclid.
No, I've asked you for positive evidence.
Can you see that? Number one. See, number one of the axiom.
Yeah, again, you misunderstanding things is not right.
Draw a straight line from
right, let me
any
explain
point
to you what positive
to
evidence
any
is.
point.
Let me explain to you what positive evidence
A
is.
straight line.
I would like.
number
I would.
one.
No. Listen. I would like some positive evidence, and this includes something that I could go out and do myself to prove that the Earth is flat. I would like some pictures. I would like some physics that makes sense to explain why things fall on the flat Earth. I would like any
Euclid's
positive evidence.
Axiom number one.
No.
I'll
I'm
put it in the chat
going
if
to
anybody
keep
wants
asking
to
this
have a look
question
at
until you get it. I'm going to keep asking this question until you get it. Can you please give me some positive evidence for the flat Earth? Yes or no?
Can you go and tell me the first Euclid's axiom?
Answer my question. Answer my question. I'm going to keep asking it. Can you give me some positive evidence for the flat Earth?
A level is a straight line.
No,
on
that's
a
not positive
horizontal
evidence
plane.
for the flat Earth. That's not
And then
positive evidence for the
sea
flat Earth.
level.
Can you give me some positive evidence for the
Sea level
flat Earth?
follows the level, the water.
Can you give me some positive evidence? Can you give me some positive evidence for the flat Earth?
Can you give me some positive evidence where straight lines bend, please?
Yeah, pilots calculate great circle routes based on that.
Oh, is that a tangent? The pilots flying on a tangent?
No, pilots don't really fly on a tangent. They fly in a pressure band.
Oh, right. Like a circular pressure band. Is it?
Yes.
Or a plane. Like
yeah.
An airplane flies around a curve.
You don't even know what airplane means. That's fucking hilarious.
I know what plane means.
You don't know what an airplane means, though, do you?
I do.
You don't know. You don't know why an airplane's called an airplane.
No, yeah, because it's a plane. It flies on a plane in the air.
No, that's not why an airplane is called a plane.
Yes,
you fucking moron.
Is.
Go and Google it right now. Go and Google right now. Why is an airplane
I'm not
called an airplane?
Anything. Do you know what a plane is? Let's break it down.
Yes, I know what a plane is. But do
parts.
you know why an airplane is called an airplane?
And plane. Well, plane's more in connection with the line that we're going on, isn't it? Straight line is a level, horizontal plane.
Okay. So why is an airplane called an airplane?
Because the plane bit is about a plane, isn't it?
No,
the
it's not.
mathematical
No.
description of the word plane.
No.
Do you know what that is? Have you got that?
So
Show it to your friends.
I'm still waiting for that positive evidence of the flat Earth. Yeah.
Oh right, really? And
Yeah.
is this for your fans? How are you doing with your straight line curving? How do they think?
Well, my fans understand that non-Euclidean geometry and that straight lines can curve, so they're absolutely fine with that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Straight lines
Right,
bend.
right, let me have a look. We're gonna get the public opinion here. We've got 729 people watching,
Horizontal.
right?
Go on then.
729 people watching. Can straight lines curve? 1 for yes, 2 for no. And we'll see what the general population thinks.
3 for fight the flat earth retard.
Well, I'm not called Fight the Flat Earth anymore.
Oh, you are.
No, I'm not. I'm called FTFE. I changed my name.
No. You will always be Fight the Flat Earth.
No, I changed my name. Literally, you can call me that if you want, but that isn't my name anymore. I'm called FTFE. So,
what does FTFE stand for?
It's at this point, it just stands for fucking up the flat Earth. Right, 1, 1, 1, 1. Oh, 1, 1, 1. Oh, there's 1, 2 there, but I think that's one of your guys. 1, 1, 1, 1, 1. Oh, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1.
No,
1,
yeah, but
1.
like,
Someone said 4. I'm not sure why.
How many people think can bend? Straight lines bend.
All these people have just said that straight lines can
to
curve.
have straight lines curving.
Yeah. Well, they're saying it right now. There must be about 300 ones there at least. Like so, yeah, absolutely. Most people understand that straight lines can curve. So, Bev, I'm going to ask you again. Do you have any positive evidence for a flat Earth?
Well, I can't understand how I would ever give that to you now because you've just told me that you think straight lines curve.
Oh no! I know
So
that in the confines of non-Euclidean geometry,
you
straight
can't
lines.
even understand a straight line. So how would you understand?
All right, how far did you get in
flat
maths?
Earth?
Because did you actually? How
You
far did
can't
you get in
stop
maths
that
at
ball
school?
from
How far
bending
did you
around
get
you.
in maths at school? Because you actually learn about this stuff in high school. Did you drop out of high school, or did you just not listen to anything?
I did not.
Well, then why didn't you learn this basic shit that most people learn?
What basic shit? Go on.
That non-Euclidean
That straight
geometry
lines
exists.
bend.
Straight lines can bend. Oh, curves rather than bend.
Who
Curves
got
is correct.
taught? Somebody who got taught that straight lines bend.
Well, all these people
you
that just
should
said
tell
one.
that teacher off, man.
Dude, we just went through that vote. All of the people on my channel were taught that straight lines can curve.
Really?
And if you actually paid attention at school, then you would know that as well. But I'm guessing that you were in the lower level of the maths classes and that you spent your time sticking a pencil up your nose and trying to find out what was stuck in your belly button than actually pay attention to the fucking teacher.
Oh, really?
Yeah, absolutely. Because, Bev, honestly, you're one of the dumbest motherfuckers that I have ever spoken to.
Oh, thank you very much.
It's not a compliment.
Is that because I think straight lines don't bend?
Yeah, obviously, because you didn't
And
finish high
I
school.
teach my child that, and you think that
you are
is child
psychologically
abuse?
damaging your child if you teach him any flat earth doctrine. That is psychological child abuse. Absolutely 100%.
Did you ever call child services on me?
Well, no, because you're not physically harming your child. If you were physically harming your child, that would be different.
It,
but,
then? Why did you threaten it?
Because I get angry when I learn that people are willfully ruining their child's development. It makes me mad.
By telling him what, Craig? That straight lines don't bend.
So you're literally telling him non-Euclidean geometry isn't a branch of mathematics. So
no, what do you mean? Who told him that?
Right, here's the thing, right? Your kid's
just making stuff
your kid's going to go to
He's
school.
Just being absolutely ridiculous.
Right, here's the thing. Your kid's going to go to school, and he's going to be sitting there in maths line, and your teacher's going to start talking about non-Euclidean geometry, and your kid's going to go, "No, my dad said that fucking straight lines can't curve. You're lying to me. What you're doing there is fucking wrong."
Fight the flat earth. Please tell me, which of the axioms are you getting rid
You
of in your
You haven't answered any of my questions.
Geometry.
You haven't answered any of my questions. I'm still waiting for some positive evidence of the flat
straight
earth.
lines are still straight in non-Euclidean geometry.
And a straight line can curve.
No,
And
they
straight
just
line
put
can
a P
curve.
curve. No, you can't get rid of the first axiom
The straight in
in
straight
non-Euclidean
lines can
geometry.
curve.
No, they only
Right,
changed
Bev,
the
do you
fifth.
have any positive evidence for
They only changed the fifth.
Bev? Do you have any positive
Postulate.
evidence for the flat Earth? Yes or no? Because I can
No,
tons of positive evidence that
Like,
the Earth is a globe. So can
tell
you give me any positive
tell your
evidence for the
boys
flat Earth?
now what
Can
you
you
know
give me any
about
positive evidence for the flat
non-Euclidean
Earth?
geometry.
Can
Come
you
on.
give me any positive evidence for the flat Earth? Yes or no?
Can you explain
Can you give
non-Euclidean
me any
geometry to
positive evidence
everybody,
for
or are
the
you just
flat
going to
Earth?
try
Yes
and
or no?
rumpus here?
Can you
Rumpus
give me
speaks in
any
this
positive
one.
evidence for the flat Earth? Yes or no?
Yes.
The
Yes.
thing is, I know you
Yes.
can't because
Level.
there isn't any positive
Level is
No,
a
no,
straight
Bev,
line
Bev,
on a
Bev, that isn't
horizontal plane.
right. You don't understand what positive evidence means. That is not positive evidence.
Why?
Positive evidence means presenting me with something that is tangible, that is I'm trying to think
level.
of the word, but it's
Level on a horizontal plane. Water does it. They do it in lakes. The edges
water
of the lake
actually
are containers.
forces.
That's a container of the water.
Right, here's one stupid fucking thing that flat earthers always say. Water is never fucking flat. Water always fucking curves.
Really?
Like literally all the fucking time. You show me a fucking raindrop that's flat.
Oh, really? On big scale.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're
Right,
going.
well, let's
we're
have a
going
look
big.
at right. I'm holding up right now my
Level.
cup
Can
to
you go
the,
back to the axioms,
Right,
please?
no, I'm
first
holding up my
axiom.
cup of juice to.
Euclid's first.
I'm holding up my cup of juice to
axiom.
the camera.
Because you're on about the
what you
fifth
can see
axiom.
is that at the edge of the glass, the water is curving up.
Objection.
Objection on the table. Objection. 45
Yeah,
seconds. Go ahead.
I don't know whether everybody can understand this, that what Craig's doing here is he keeps avoiding the fact that he doesn't know anything about non-Euclidean geometry other than the fifth postulate. He doesn't know the first one because the first one states that it's a straight line. Straight lines don't bend.
Hang on.
Straight
Do not
lines can't
interrupt.
curve.
Do not
The
interrupt.
first-
You will get.
the
Hang on,
first
Bev.
axiom-
Bev. If you interrupt, you will be docked 10 seconds or added to your time. So go ahead. You'll be 10 more seconds to your time, Bev, to explain. There'll be another minute added. Another minute.
The
Another
first
minute.
axiom of Euclidean geometry states about a straight line. Now, the fifth talks about a parallel postulate, but I mean, nobody's bothered about the parallel postulate because that's.
Oh, of course they're
nothing
not.
to
No,
do.
of course not.
Well, no, you can change the fifth, but are you changing
Open
the
to the
first?
floor.
First axiom.
All right. So, can
The
you define
first
what
axiom.
elliptic geometry is?
Pardon?
Can you define what elliptic geometry is, or
Elliptic?
hyperbolic geometry? Yeah. Can you
Is
define
that-
these things?
Is that Euclidean?
It's a form of non-Euclidean geometry. So can
Non-Euclidean.
you define what it
geometry.
is?
No, we're talking about Euclidean geometry and the axioms within.
The axioms of Euclidean
Define
geometry.
the geometry
The
itself.
axioms of Euclidean geometry stand true for a flat plane, for things that are in 2 dimensions. They do not stand true for anything that is in
Okay.
3 dimensions.
Can you show me the axioms for your non-Euclidean geometry?
The axioms are that you
please?
have to calculate shit on a sphere. Like,
Do
again,
you
this
know
just
about
goes
the
back to me asking you.
axioms of Euclidean geometry?
We've gone through this, Bev, and I'm still
I'll put them
asking
up
you
again.
for positive geometry. Sorry, I'm still asking you for positive evidence.
And I will state again, this debate is about level.
Yeah, I've already done that.
You
I'm done.
haven't done.
Yeah,
You've just said
I've
yes.
done that.
Bends.
Yeah, because
Right.
within
So
non-Euclidean
okay.
geometry, a straight line can curve. End of story. That's all you need to know. You don't
what
need
is
to
a
argue
level?
because that is a
What-
fucking fact.
What is a level then? Let's talk about that then. Level.
What is a level?
it to you? Yeah.
So A level? Do you mean like a carpenter's level?
I'm asking you. That's one form of level. Yeah, a bubble level, spirit level.
No.
Yeah?
So
One.
when you say
That's
A
one-
level,
that's
you
one
mean
level.
a tool? Yeah.
That
Wait.
one- That's one.
But I'm asking you for definition. When you say A level, you mean a tool? Yes.
A tool that could be used by a land surveyor to determine the level of the land.
Yeah.
Right, that level that is on a straight line on a
See,
horizontal plane. That particular level. No other level.
All right,
Not-
a
not your
carpenter's
level
level
on a
actually
computer
proves that
game.
gravity is real. So
No, that level. How many different types do you know of?
there's types of carpenter's level.
Well, there is a carpenter's level. That is spirit level. That is one type of level. Yes. Do you know of any
that's
others?
a tool that we use. There's many types of level. You get
Right,
angled,
okay.
fucking like
A theodolite. Have you ever heard of one of them?
yeah. But
Right,
I
so
want to talk
that's
about
like
a
a bubble
carpenter's
level
Wait. Carpenter's level, because it actually proves that the Earth's a globe.
What? A carpenter's level? But well, that's one type of level. That's what I'm saying. I'm trying to work out.
Yeah.
What
and a
which one bends?
A carpenter's level proves well. It doesn't bend because what a level
let's call it
does
a
is it shows you what
brick
is perpendicular
lane
to
level.
gravity.
It
Okay,
doesn't tell you
and
what's perpendicular to gravity.
yes, it absolutely
Tells
does.
you what's level.
Right. So what a carpenter's level does is it allows you to see what is perpendicular to gravity because
No, it doesn't. It
whenever-
shows you what level is.
because
Don't be
wherever you
ridiculous.
are on the
on the
globe,
horizontal, that's what it teaches you. That level.
it
A
will
plumb
show-
bob teaches
actually-
you
right, so-
perpendicular. The plumb.
a plumb bob also proves that the Earth's a
vertical.
globe.
No, it doesn't. It
Plumb
just
bob also-
gives you the
well,
vertical.
then why in the Sicilian experiment did it
Oh,
attract
don't-
towards the mountain?
No, mountains don't bloody mountains don't attract things.
Mass attracts mass, and the
No,
Sicilian
it
experiment.
doesn't.
Well, actually, it
Well,
does.
we're not doing that. We're doing
And it
level.
recently proved-
Level
No, well,
is
yeah,
a
we were talking
straight
about level.
line on
No,
a
it's not.
horizontal
It's a fucking
plane.
bunch of
I'm
nonsense.
trying to get you to understand which levels do you understand? Do you know what theodolite? You know what that does?
Right, well, yeah. So I'm still talking about a carpenter's level. Actually,
Well,
globe.
That's a bit
Because-
basic, isn't it? I mean, is that your level?
well,
of
yeah.
level?
Well, I need to speak to you on your basic level because you don't understand the most basic of
Right.
shit.
It's a
so,
straight line,
um,
though, isn't it? That one. That definitely straight.
It shows you what is
So they don't
perpendicular.
bend, do they?
It shows
don't-
you what's perpendicular to gravity.
Straight line, though, isn't it?
Yeah, and if you were to place a level, say this level was 3,000 miles long,
Right.
and you were to place it on the Earth,
A straight
both
level.
of the ends,
Yeah.
well, both of the ends would be above the Earth because it would
Because
would
it's
literally be
a straight
tangent
line
to the globe.
So the level is
Yeah.
a straight line. Oh, brilliant. That's okay.
No, that
So the builder's level is a straight line.
Now, a builder's level
On-
shows you what is
on the
perpendicular
horizontal
to
plane
gravity.
now.
A builder's level shows you what is perpendicular to gravity.
No, it doesn't.
And
it tells you the level is
and it
horizontal on the
absolutely does.
horizontal plane.
It absolutely
Yeah.
does. It shows you what's
Okay,
perpendicular.
right,
That's
okay.
what the bubble does.
We've done
right?
with that. We've done with that. No, so now,
No, I'm not done with that. I'm not done with that.
Go-
Okay,
what do you
so
mean you're not done
the
with it?
bubble, right, is
Yeah,
what shows you
go
what
on.
is level. All right, now tell me how that bubble knows how to be in the middle. What forces are acting on that bubble to
what you
make
have to
it
do is
move?
you have to make the piece of whatever it's on. You have to make that level with the horizontal, and then the bubble is right in the middle.
Yeah, okay, that didn't answer the question.
Fantastic.
What
Yeah, that's
forces
how you
are
work it.
acting? Right, no, right.
You
So
level
here's
the-
the
you
question
level the
again.
thing
Here's
and
the
put
question.
bubble in the
Objection.
middle. And the-
Objection on the table. Go ahead. 45 seconds.
Right, simple question because you are totally fucking incapable of answering. What forces are acting on that bubble to make it move and show you what is level? That's what I'm asking. I yield my time.
Okay. Time is
I
yield.
wouldn't have a clue with forces. It's definitely not that on gravity, is it, Georgie?
Oh,
George,
fucking
tell ya.
brilliant! I've no idea what the forces are, but it's definitely not fucking gravity. You, sir,
that's what
are
George
fucking
said.
retard.
Didn't it do that to you?
No. George actually
Yeah,
was trying
he
to
said
explain
you
very
can
much the difference between
think of it.
Einsteinian and Newtonian gravity. The thing is that you morons don't understand that
I've got another
Newton
good one as well.
never had a theory of gravity. All right, Newton never ever had a theory of gravity. That wasn't what he did. Newton came up with a mathematical equation to describe the acceleration of things going towards the ground, and he called this universal law of attraction. So when Einstein came along, he actually started to give reasons as to why this happened and explained that even though Newton's equations show that there is a physical force happening, there isn't actually a physical force because it's what we call an apparent force that exists within an inertial reference frame. In this case, the inertial reference frame
Fantasy
is the
force.
warping of space-time. So you can call it what you want, but centrifugal acceleration is also an apparent force that exists and is calculable. So what George was saying was exactly what I tried to tell Plucking Warrior, that Newton and Einstein actually described the same thing, except Einstein's was a hell of a lot more accurate. And the way that we know this is because Newton's law of gravitational acceleration can actually be derived from Einstein's field equations, meaning that they both actually describe exactly the same thing. But Newton's equations, they never had a theory of gravity. Newton's equations acted as if by magic because they weren't limited by the speed of light because Newton didn't know about all that. So when Einstein came along, he snapped the wand of Newton.
We must consider Newtonian gravity as a force. Now that doesn't mean it really is one.
Objection.
You have
But
two. Hang on, Bev. You have a
have
2
to-
You have a 2
Yeah, it's
minute
got a
cooldown period
cooldown.
still.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure it's been 2 minutes.
No, there's
But
4 minutes because you
we
interrupted the
don't
first
So,
time.
necessarily have
yes,
to
so
work out
Newtonian
what
gravity
really
does work as a
is
force, but
level.
Einstein came along and he snapped the wand of Newton by explaining that it didn't reach out as if by magic. It was actually limited by the speed
Definitely
of light.
not a force, is
So,
it? But anyway, back to
within
the
Einst-
levels. We've done straight the
within
spirit level is a
Einsteinian,
level.
within Einsteinian,
If
it
you-
doesn't. It's not a force. But when you
Objection.
use equations,
Objection on the
it is
table.
absolutely one.
He has an objection. Go ahead.
Muppet is talking about what? I don't know. So we're going to go from that level, spirit level, to a theodolite level that looks down an optical sight. Would that bend? And then next up from that, we've got a laser level. Does that bend? I'd like to know that. Like, I think most people would like to know that. Where the level, if the spirit level is straight and on a flat or horizontal plane, what about the optical levels? What about them?
Can I
I
respond?
yield my time.
Yeah, you
Right,
can. Go
okay,
ahead.
so laser levels actually do bend a lot. Laser light literally bends all the fucking time.
Down in air.
Yeah, well, it actually you can get inversion that makes it go up. So no, not just that.
So it doesn't,
the
not,
thing is
not
about
that at all. Down, bend in air. Laser.
well, it depends on what is happening with the. You can actually get what's called can literally swap the way the light is going and make it go up. But my point there is that laser levels and laser tests are completely fucking pointless because they don't ever show what you want to show because basically the light will curve with the earth. So
okay, right. Okay, so that,
yeah.
what
So
about
laser
the
levels.
the theodolite then? We're throwing lasers out because
what
they
about
bend apparently. What
what
about
about
that?
how does
you look
theodolite prove that the Earth is
optically-
flat?
When you look optically through that thing,
Yeah,
at like
light,
a
light
little
bends,
line.
right? We just agreed that light bends, right?
Right. Okay. So you're saying that the only genuine level is the builder's spirit level.
Yeah. I would, well, not the only. There is many other ways of doing it, but
Go on then,
laser
what's the other
level
one?
lights aren't exactly.
What about a water level? What about that?
Well, water level again. Level means with respect to a height, and
It
sea
doesn't.
level
It means
is
a
curve
straight
all around
line
the
on a
globe.
horizontal plane. But do you think the
level
water
means with
level
respect
bends?
to a height. Level means with respect to a height.
No,
You've
it
agreed
doesn't.
that
It
already.
doesn't. No, I haven't
That's
agreed
literally
with that
one
at
of the
all.
definitions. That's literally one of the definitions of level.
Like
You
one
can't-
of the
you can't just
definitions,
pick and
but are you-
choose.
are you
You can't just pick
dismissing
and
the
choose. You
horizontal
can't just pick
plane?
and choose. You can't just
Are
pick and
you
choose.
dismissing
You can't
the
just pick and choose.
horizontal plane?
You can't just pick and choose which parts
You seem
of
to be
words
doing.
you want to have.
You want
because
one
I-
particular definition that you've seen
No,
in
no,
one
no, no,
dictionary.
because I agree there is many definitions for level, and some that can describe things on a 2D plane, some that can describe things on a 3D plane. You, as a
Level's always the
disingenuous,
same, it
dishonest,
doesn't
flat
bend.
earth fuck, will only talk about the stuff on a 2D plane. So, you know that spherical triangles are things. You know that great circle rate routes are things. You know that there isn't one fucking map.
Straight lines don't bend.
They do. They curve actually.
No,
Straight
they
lines can
don't.
curve.
That
They
would
do.
that would be
I mean,
called
you can
a
keep
curved
saying that
line.
as much as you want, but every time you say it, you sound like a retard.
What? By saying that once you curve a straight line, it then becomes a curved line.
And that curved line is straight because if you draw a straight line on
Say
a
that
ball,
again. Say that again.
if you
Say that again.
right, if you draw a straight line on a ball, that straight line will curve.
It's already curved. It's on a curved surface, you muppet.
Yeah, and it's a straight line, you fucking retard.
It's not a straight line. It's curved.
I'm showing everyone on my screen right now a straight line that is curving. Like I've lit. That is what you call positive. Yeah, that's what you call positive evidence. So how about you? Because I've got about 10 minutes before I need to go and get ready for my next stream. So how about you, in that 10 minutes, give me some positive evidence for the shape of the
No,
Earth?
I want to laugh at you talking about bendy straight lines. This is brilliant.
Oh, so you are denying non-Euclidean geometry as a branch of mathematics? Cool. Well, that makes you even bigger fucking retard.
Well, because I don't think straight lines bend.
Because you disregard an entire branch of mathematics, and
I then
obviously
call
didn't
them
get past year
bendy
7.
lines. Oh my god, that bendy
Literally everybody that finishes year 11 at school will learn about non-Euclidean geometry. Everybody. Unless, which, like you sat there chewing the bubble gum that was stuck to the underside of the table instead of listening to the teacher.
Did you not see my thingy when I put
Okay, so I'm just going to keep asking. I'm just going to keep asking this question.
Did you miss my land surveying?
Oh, yeah, and
Did you?
Your land survey. Sorry, your land survey. What are you talking about?
Oh, did you miss that then?
Did I miss what? You fucking muppet.
Oh, with the bit where I put my land surveying certificate in the chat a bit earlier.
No, because I'm not looking in your fucking stupid Discord.
Dear. Oh man. But you're telling me that I didn't finish school.
I'm going to keep asking. Yeah, well, no, I really did. But I'm going to keep asking you the same question until I get an answer.
Yeah, bendy straight line, man.
No, that's not positive evidence. Positive evidence is tangible, empirical evidence. So, can you show me a picture of the flat Earth, please?
I'll just stay.
No, can you explain the physics of why things
everybody here that's listening.
I'm sorry, I'm asking you questions here.
I think.
Can you explain to me why things fall? Can you explain to why things accelerate towards the ground on a flat
straight?
Earth? Can you explain to why things accelerate towards the ground on a flat Earth and show me some positive evidence for the flat Earth?
I think straight lines are straight.
Okay, so you're denying that non-Euclidean geometry.
You don't level still.
So are you denying that? Are you denying that non-Euclidean geometry is a branch of mathematics? Yes or no?
What defines
yes or no?
Level?
Bev, yes or no?
Horizontal.
Bev, yes or no?
Plane.
Bev, yes or no? Yes or no, Bev? Are you denying that non-Euclidean geometry is a branch of mathematics? Yes or no?
What I don't even understand what you mean.
Yes or no?
No, you see that you're trying to do a gotcha.
Yes or no? It's a simple question. Yes or no? Yes or no, Bev? Bev, yes or no, Bev? It's a yes or no question, Bev.
You're gonna act.
Do you deny that non-Euclidean geometry
like a
is a branch of mathematics?
Craig. This is the sort of child things.
I'm trying to get a question out of you, Bev.
In
answer a question.
School ground when the bullying
objection.
people, when the poking.
Objection on the table. Go ahead.
Right, this is a very simple yes or no question that I'm trying to get across to you. Do you deny, yes or no, that non-Euclidean geometry is a branch of mathematics? It's a simple question. I'm going to get this answer off you or not, and then I'm going to go because I've got other things that I need to do. I've completely fucking destroyed you tonight. It was lovely. But yes or no, is non-Euclidean geometry a branch of mathematics? No other answer will be acceptable, just yes or no. Yield my time.
Level is a straight line on a horizontal plane.
No, that wasn't one of the options. I said yes or no.
That was
is non-Euclidean geometry a branch of mathematics? Yeah, and this is part of that. So I've asked you a direct question.
I know what Euclidean geometry is, Craig. I know what it is.
Well, does non-Euclidean geometry a branch of mathematics? Yes or no?
Just means it's not Euclidean geometry. Now, Euclidean geometry is defined by the axioms within it. So if you're saying it's not that, it's not contained within the axioms of Euclidean geometry, I haven't got a clue what you're talking about, Craig. Because it's just not something that I know.
Well, then you didn't finish school. Right, so it's a simple yes or no question.
Which branch of non-Euclidean geometry are you talking about, Craig?
Yes or no? Is non-Euclidean
with which axioms are you talking about?
I'm just talking about non-Euclidean geometry. Is it a branch of mathematics? Is it a branch of all of them? There's so many branches of non-Euclidean geometry.
Do they all keep the first axiom of Euclidean geometry?
They all have their own axioms. They all have their own things, but yes or no.
Show me some of these axioms.
No, because I'm asking you for yes or no.
I don't know which.
Yes or no. Is non-Euclidean geometry a branch of?
I
Bev.
can't give you an answer to that, Craig, because I do not know which branch of
so-
non-Euclidean
Right,
geometry
well,
you're talking
thank
about.
you. I'm all done here then.
I would
because
like to see the
I've
axioms
proved
if we
that,
could carry this on. I
waffle
would love
about
to do
anything.
this.
That was absolute lovely destruction of your fucking nonsense. Stop telling
Really?
your child the Earth's flat. That is psychological
Straight
child
lines
abuse.
don't
You
bend.
fucking knob.
Brilliant.
Well, the straight lines curve because
Yeah.
non-Euclidean geometry is a branch of
Nice finish.
mathematics.
That nice
And
flare
I
at the
take
end there.
my leave of your fucking mobs.
bendy line guy. Be gone.
Okay.
So,
Are you guys
nobody
done?
else,
with that?
man. He's
Okay.
still in here. I don't know.
Yeah, but
What are you doing?
I'm just asking if you guys are still done. Since,
No, he's gone.
He's fucked off. Oh my god.
okay.
I
Well-
just gave him space herpes, not let him just before.
Well, that happened.
Holy shit!
Yeah. Straight lines bend, guys. Wow.
Fuck.
Yeah, keep going.
Dude, I don't know.
Give it up to Bev. I gotta give you a
Yeah.
round of applause, dude. That was
Yeah.
incredible. You kept your cool and you
I
stuck
don't
to the
have
plan.
words.
You abused that child.
I don't even have words right now.
Yeah, well done, Bev, man. You literally dropped little bombs on him all over the place, and he was squirming to get out. And at the end of the day, he just got louder and ended up calling you a retard more than anything else.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, let the level begin.
Yeah, man.
I'm serious
That
about
was
this
just
shit,
like,
man. It's like what is level? I can
Level is
test
straight,
this somehow.
idiot.
I've got a canal next to us.
Oh man.
Well, that was interesting.
Wasn't
Anyway.
it?
Couldn't even
That was
concentrate
really
on
impressive.
half of that.
We did have a lot of people join us because of that, and it's, got kind of spicy, which is what we're all about with the Flat Earth Initiative Friday Night Fights. Let's get down and get to business.
And thanks
So-
everyone for keeping quiet as well, keeping out. It
Yeah.
must have been really hard.
Yeah, these
No.
guys are. I couldn't hold the door any longer, man.
Really was.
They were beating down the door with a battering ram. No, he left.
You should have seen a point where I'd I was just going over the same thing and just sort of jumped in at that point and just said like fuck it, there was a point where it was obvious that it was going nowhere and he was just trying to get out of it all the time.
Well, the problem is you're going into semantic arguments, and that just it's not very productive, right? So you're both going to be banging your head against the walls, and nothing gets done.
Mm.
But we did get the fact that at least one of them is level. He does believe that
Well, by definition,
level at some point is on a straight line.
Hey, you know what? I tend to agree with you, and on the straight line especially. But then there is a non-Euclidean geometry. That's a real thing, actually. And then all bets are off. You get these, what are they? 90, 90, 180 plus another 90, 70-degree triangles.
How much have you looked into that non-Euclidean geometry?
Yeah, a little bit. I mean, it's been a long time since I looked at that stuff, but I think straight is straight. Now, we will disagree forever because I can tell you, but the level is perpendicular to the force of down. But that is
Force of down. That's a new one.
Well, plumb line. Call it a plumb line. Whatever direction down is, that's the plumb line, and that'll be the same anywhere on the Earth if it is round. Whether it is or isn't, it's always going to be straight down.